I was in Discord chat just now and somebody asked me, how do you make a curved hallway in Ultimate Doom Builder? So, the first question asked was, don't necessarily know how the curve tool works. So this, funnily enough, isn't a place I would normally use the curve tool. Reason being, if I have two parallel lines of the same length and I press the curve tool, you can see immediately that this doesn't match up to a nice curve. This doesn't give us a uniform hallway all the way around. So it might be useful for some purposes, but I wouldn't use the curve tool here. So based on that, how would I do it? Normally, I would want it to be a circular curve, and this is where the ellipsis tool comes in handy. So I always use this with radial drawing on. You want 24 sides each time for consistency, and you'll see why in a minute. And really, you want to know how wide your hallway is going to be. So I would draw it as a circle. Say, I think this is a grid of 128. So let's say we want quite a wide hallway, 256. I've drawn those two. Cut that off. Ideally, I don't need the rest. Now I've drawn this, usually I'll have drawn this off map. So then I'd copy and paste this to the part of the map that I wanted. There's a curved hallway. The next step ends up coming on, how do you detail it? And I'm just going to show that one quickly. I have something set up here for if I go to the controls, I use split line def as one of my favorite. So I currently have it Control-Shift-Z because I can just press that really easily with my left hand. So it's really useful finding the center of a line def. So select that, don't have it highlighted. If I have my mouse over a line def and I press it, it splits close to the mouse, which isn't really generally what I want. I want it to split in the center. Once I do that, the other hotkey you'll hear me talking about all the time, Smart Grid Transform. I currently have it 2, which is just a button on my mouse actually. So I use a Smart Grid Transform. Let's set a grid size of 32 or 16. So now I have something coming off the corridor that is exactly 32 units. Let's just pick for example, anything. Maybe this is a blood floor. So how do I get that to all of them? Essentially, if I wanted a bit of repeating thing, I can Control-C that, and this is the reason I did 24, because each set of rotation each time I rotate, it does one line def around. So then, really easily, I have a repeating pattern. I probably wouldn't normally do it with this. I'd normally do it with lights of some sort. But yeah, okay, that's how you do a curved hallway.